The Ting Season 3 Open is 5 grand prize pool, which is pretty sick. And also, I really want to just gush on Ting for a little bit. Can I just talk about
Go
how
ahead.
good Ting is right now? Not only are they sponsoring this tournament, they also sponsor community member Nathanius, they sponsor Neeb. They're also fattening the prize pool of one of my favorite tournaments in the history of StarCraft 2, StarCraft Kings.
Yeah.
And Ting just loves StarCraft 2, and anyone that loves StarCraft 2 is a friend of mine, so I'm officially friends with a cell phone provider.
Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely
Yep.
love Ting. If you guys are interested in checking them out, of course, you can go to btt.ting.com and actually get credit too on whatever looks tempting. But it is American only, which is unfortunate for a lot of people. But they are awesome. I
It is a
use them
shame.
actually, and the good news is that if you travel, perhaps, then it'd be worth looking into a SIM card. It's a lot cheaper than getting a data plan for most people traveling
Yeah,
overseas.
unfortunately, as an Australian pleb, am forced to get those data sims from airports before cruising around. Getting a free data sim was the smartest thing I did in Korea.
Oh yeah.
The entire time I was there. It was like the smartest thing ever. We wouldn't have been able to meet up at any point when we did our post drinks or anything like that. I wouldn't have had any cell phone coverage. Would have been hopping from Wi-Fi point to Wi-Fi point. It would have been a mess. Would have been a mess.
For
But
sure.
yep, I'm forced to do that. But as a Ting person, you are not. You're all good. You got that roaming.
I do, yeah. Actually, it's not so bad either. But people still trickling in from GSL, which I guess is now into a TvT, Beyond vs. Wrong, which sounds awesome. Please feel free to
Yeah,
watch
dude.
that. Don't feel too
Holy
guilty.
crap.
And
Oh my god! I just clicked on GSL and there is a lot of spam and people are spamming at me to try and moderate it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm casting right now. Oh man.
hell yeah, I saw that as
Oh.
well. Right,
I might just chuck some bands out quickly while
just real quick, just
while
go
this
for
game
it.
started. Yeah, oh my god, poor GSL chat. I'm so sorry, guys. I left you all.
All right, so you go ahead and do that. As
I'm so sorry.
still rising in the viewer accounts, and ad revenue has been the garbage, and the players are ready. We should just get right into it. So Zest has been waiting a long time to play any games in this tournament whatsoever. He got a bye, then he got a walkover, and then KeeN versus Trust actually took a very long time. So finally, it is ready to go, and it's going to be on Cactus Valley to start things off.
Oh, hype. Oh wait, we don't get the intro.
We don't get the
Rip.
intro, but feel free to spam anyways, guys. Get your copy pasta ready.
Yeah, get them passes ready, guys. It's the 50% of the cool factor of this map intro is the chat, as well as the video. So let's get 50% of that hype happening.
50%. Exactly.
KeeN vs. Zest is going to be amazing, by the way. Please let all your friends know to come and tune into this if they're not down with TvT, or better yet, if you really want to support StarCraft 2 and you're a true fan, multi-Twitch. Watch GSL and BaseTradeTV at the same time.
Exactly.
I am a multi-Twitch abuser. I use it all the time.
Oh yeah.
Especially in days like this where there's like actually too much StarCraft happening. So, anyway, in the top right here, also on the Dopen clan, this is KeeN. It's been incredibly good these days.
In the top left, as the pink Protoss, he is Zest. Who has also been pretty good lately. He is not very good, I'll be honest, when it comes to off-server online play, but that is not here today. It is Korea, and he's still decent when it comes to online play in general. Some players actually just suck straight up offline, online, doesn't matter what server. Zest is okay in Korea, and he did prove himself once again in Nation Wars. When he all killed, and then of course in the finals this past weekend he looked still quite good, despite that little gaff with the hallucinated Colossus, which is I still am not quite sure what that was.
Oh, that was on Overgrowth, right?
Yeah, it was. And
Yeah, that's right. I saw that game.
The reaction of the other Koreans. Animation's like partially falling asleep, to be honest, but SOS is just like laughing at the guy, like.
So funny. Oh man. I hope to go to a Nation Wars one year, and I hope that you keep going back to Nation Wars as well. We should all go.
Yes, everyone
amazing
should go.
tournament.
Everyone, one person per
Everyone
region
should
at
go.
least, alright? That's what we gotta get. So I got the Australian right
Yes.
here. It'll work out.
Unfortunately, Team Australia really didn't show very good games, Nation Wars, because they are so much better than that. So I think it might have been a bit of 4 a.m., 5 a.m. factor going down.
Yeah, that as well. It certainly was. It wasn't what people had hyped me up to believe, so I still feel like I really have to pay attention to this guy Cypher,
well,
right? Like
when Seether, or Scyther, whatever, potato. But when WCS ANZ starts, which is going to be pretty much after IEM Katowice, around then. I don't know exact dates, but around then, it's going to be you're going to see pretty much the best of the best in Australia fight each other for quite a bit of money to qualify for DreamHack Austin. So.
Yep.
Don't miss that one, Zombie Grub.
I'll try not to.
How'd it go?
Opener from KeeN is not bad or anything. It's just the way that he's using it. The Reaper is not scouted. SV is not scouted. He has no idea what Zest is doing or even where Zest is. Whereas Zest was quite keen on scouting with his probe and even stuck around a little bit longer in, like, I guess his third base for whatever reason. It's not even really a potential proxy. You're not really going to do that on a 4-player map, but he still stuck around just in case. He was probably wondering where the hell the Reaper was. Finally sees it.
There he is. The Adept can chase and kill, but decides not to.
Yeah,
probably a little bit smarter to keep it at home just in case. We've got an Oracle opening here for Zest on a single Stargate, dropping some gateways behind this. Oh, looks like he cancelled, replaced it.
That's awkward. He wants a Sim City, man.
Yeah.
It's gotta look pretty, just like his face.
It's gotta look pretty. He needs to look good in game and out of game.
Exactly.
So that'd be the full package.
Yeah. There's actually a point in time in Nation Wars where someone was like, sometimes I guess Zest, has a bad day and he probably feels down on himself. But then I wondered, okay, if that happens, do you think Zest just looks up in the mirror and goes, well, this is still going on, so it's not so bad.
He's just like, guys, I've been sucking so bad at PvT. How do I kill Terran? And he's like, oh, don't worry about it, man. Just look in the mirror. And he looks and he's like, God damn! Holy I am so beautiful. Oh, Jesus.
God.
And then he gets lost in his eyes for a few minutes, and then he just forgets about PvT altogether. So we got the Oracle coming in here, getting actually quite a few SCV kills. This is a very, very nice Oracle. Oh, Widowmine. KeeN's going for the mad baits. Zest too good though.
Speaking of, a little bit of revenge there, but he will lose the medevac, which makes this better for Zest, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
No. Oh my God!
Oh, he could have gotten that second medevac. Go kill it.
What are you doing, Phoenix? Why?
Go kill. Kill. Aw, man, now it's gonna live.
Yeah, KeeN's gonna be very happy about that. He should probably even repair it.
He's just like, okay.
Feels good. Oh well. Still an effective opener by Zest, who got more SCVs, and he saw the build, so he's not too worried. Widowmine drop means they're not hitting you anytime soon after that, so you can take a third base pretty quickly.
True that. Pause here from KeeN. Only the referee can unpause. I believe that's you.
Yeah, I really don't like the add of this feature. I understand. I think there's been probably a couple of cases where that's the better thing, is to wait for the referee, but for me personally, I always forget. So they're like, go. And I'm like, okay, go.
Well, I go, and you're like, come on, players. Places to be. Like,
let's do
it's only so many hours in the day. Please unpause.
Yeah, exactly. That's it also just creates an awkward time where, like, Scarlet will count down, and then I'll count down. Or, like, I won't, like, no one will count down.
So it's like 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1,
yeah.
2.
Or no one will count down, and I'll feel like an asshole. So, like, either one doesn't make me look good.
There we go. Counting down from 2? Brutal, man.
I know. Just gonna put the shock in this system. They really need that extra second.
Yeah, that'll wake him up. It's getting late in Korea.
A little bit, yeah.
Not really. It's like 9:45, I think.
It's really not that bad, but I remember someone said in chat, like, why did you start this when GSL was going on? Unfortunate timing, we were, like, really crammed in with our schedule, but it's also the fact that it's just been proven that, like, Koreans really, they don't want to be up until 1 a.m., so is a slightly better chance that they'll sign up if it's a little bit earlier, so we've just kind of, like, agreed. How did that one Phoenix not die? We just kind of acknowledged that and said, like, okay, an earlier start time is not the worst thing in the world, so it's still alright. We used to start at 8 a.m. instead of 6.
Oh, so 8 a.m. your time would be like 10, probably like 10 in the Korea, yeah.
Yeah, 9 or 10.
So,
yep.
It's like 11:30 my time.
Oh, okay. I actually
luckily it's not a tournament for Australians. We'd all fall asleep.
Exactly. Okay, so the Reaper, I don't even know why this guy's still alive, but he's
gonna get a probe kill.
Damage.
Bam!
Way to go, man.
He lives! Nah, the Phoenix is gonna pick that up. He's gonna spend a gravity. Yeah, I was gonna say. Normally you don't want to be lifting up a Reaper to kill it with your Phoenixes. You want to save that energy, but that's a revenge lift right there. That Reaper killed a probe. That's not supposed to happen.
It's family, man. I mean, he's a robot, but he was family.
Robot family.
Yeah. So,
Pets can be family.
That's true. Are probes, like, you consider pets, like robotic pets?
If anything, they're more useful than pets. They're getting minerals. They're actually working very hard.
Yeah, they also have a taser, you know, if a stranger comes into your house.
Yeah, stranger danger. Tase him. Get out of here. So KeeN's got a pretty decent fire force heading towards the third nexus of Zest here. Quite meaty, in fact. He doesn't have stem just yet, or +1, but he will very, very shortly. And when that finishes up, this is actually going to be a scary triple drop to deal with.
Yeah, that stem's a little bit too far off, and I'm quite scared he decided to drop right then and there. It's still 11 seconds to go, but the army of Zest is still responding. It's taking so long to get back up in the main base. Pylons are being targeted, and Zest is desperately trying to add on more. Oh my god.
6 unpowered gateways. Oh, there's Stim just finishing in time. And the Phoenixes are diving in, trying to kill these medevacs, but the Marines are actually shredding quite a bit. Those mine hits actually helping Zest a little bit there.
A little, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was painful. There was a lot of explosions going on in the gateways. They finally back up as Zest did anticipate that, but wouldn't mind to the mothership. And this is going to be a lot of damage to the third. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh.
Oh, man. This Nexus and all of its probes within are in big trouble. Zest coming in to try and deal with this. He is coming down, and Widowmine hit again on the gateway units of Zest.
Dropping in the main
Not
phase.
that many Phoenixes left.
Yeah, and that's why he felt comfortable dropping again. Usually the Phoenixes would be a huge deterrent.
Oh my god, this would be so tilting to have these gateways depower again.
Right?
And the Pylon's in a much nicer spot though.
That might just be it for these medevacs. The Phoenixes, well, not plentiful in number, are really starting to get them low, and there's not that many Marines worth dropping. You could try and save the medevacs too, but I guess not anymore. Last the Marines go down. Widowmines, though, still not taken care of. Maybe repositioning.
Yep, they're gonna get cleaned up here, but it looks like one of them is gonna maybe get a shot. No. Nope.
Phoenixes finally clean that up, and KeeN is on a third base and did quite a bit of damage to the probe line. Zest was building probes that entire time, so he's already almost back up to a decent count. Still not great, and well, he still has a lot of adepts to work with. So.
He's got a pretty strong army here on the ground, and he is moving across the map. And I like the decision from Zest to try and go for some counter damage at KeeN's third, or even for the natural. KeeN does have another drop heading towards the main, though. Actually, could drop it right here. Looks like he is going to.
Oh, if you get the War Prism, actually, this could turn.
Oh,
this could turn
yeah.
a base trade.
Oh,
That
my
could have been
God.
crucial.
Getting a ton of probes there with those Widowmines, and the Marines are definitely going to kill that Nexus. But hold that phone. We got Zest pushing in with a ton of gateway units. They're all dealt with shield wise from the Widowmine splash damage. And KeeN, as long as he doesn't lose too much, should be able to hold this. The Liberator softening everything up as it comes in as well. And yeah, KeeN's going to mop this up.
Yeah, he is. Those Widowmine shots were fantastic. Even got the Observer, so he couldn't clean him up, even if they could try. And KeeN takes out Zest. Well, the first game, anyway.
He hasn't done the deed just yet, but he's on his way. He's on match point against Zest here. And I kind of mentioned it in fleeting at the beginning of the game here, and a lot of people probably don't realize this, but KeeN really is so strong now at the moment. Like, at this point of the game, he's in the online tournaments I've been watching KeeN in. He's like going toe-to-toe with people like Stats, Innovation, Beyond. He's actually taking maps and in fact series of all of them. So he's doing a pretty damn good job here, and a lot of people wouldn't expect that, but you got to keep your eye on KeeN at the moment in StarCraft 2 for sure.
Yeah, he's I'd be very happy to see KeeN have a highlight year. Basically, he's always been a decent Terran, always a consistent Terran, but never quite up in that top 2, top 1 of the really big tournaments or the really big names being taken down either. He's getting his time to shine.
That's right, and I'm glad. So he's not just a GIF anymore. He is actually an amazing player.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to remember that that's the same guy.
It is the same guy.
But it's such an old GIF.
It is. He's been around for a really long time, and he's another one of the players kind of like Super, where he's kind of not been in the spotlight. Like, he was on MVP And obviously, at the time when he was an MVP, he had Dong Regu, who was, you know, the kind of like the crown jewel of MVP. There was Genius as well. And it's really hard to shine versus those guys who are taking all the spotlight. You know, StarCraft 2 is a 1v1 game, and there can be only one at the end of those tournaments. This hasn't been KeeN in the past, but something tells me it might be in the future.
It might just be, especially if there's a lot of TvPs. And
Yeah.
Hey. The Protosses are hard at work as a collective, I think, trying to find cheesy new strategies, all-ins, whatever, to combat the Terran menace.
I feel like they're starting to figure it out, though. There's been some pretty powerful cheeses on the Protoss palette right now.
Yeah,
So in the bottom left here, winning game number 1 against Zest. This is KeeN on Dopin.
In the bottom right is the pink Protoss. He is Zest.
And the only reason he's teamless is because clearly he's not happy with the amount of zeros on that people have been offering him, because he could probably ask for a lot more. Zest has been on a little bit of a slump, but it's starting to fade away. He's starting to get back there into his glory. Like Zombie Grub said, he's been looking very good. In Nation Wars, he showed everyone that he is still one of the best Protosses in the world.
Still probably the most handsome.
And definitely the most. He's never lost that.
I was trying to explain to Scarlet, actually. I was trying to explain why he's handsome, because she actually doesn't think he's that great, which I just...
Okay. Who's Scarlet's favorite pro gamer, handsome-wise?
We've talked about this, actually.
Are there any of them?
And we both agreed that we really like TY.
Ah.
I think he's a cutie patootie.
Cutie patootie.
Yeah.
That baby.
Yeah, exactly. I think he turned into a... It's like, he's like very clean features, you know?
Yeah.
So...
I'm actually...
Go ahead.
Do you know who I think's really hot from the Korean pro scene? Dark.
Really?
I think Dark's beautiful, yeah.
Alright. I can see that. I can get on board with that.
He's got the dimples when he smiles, man.
Ah, the dimples, yeah. Hero's a cutie patootie as well. SOS is actually super cute because his personality is very cute.
Yeah, he's a bubbly kid.
Exactly, but Zest has the jawline. You know, he has that little dip.
like he could carve a roast with his chin.
Exactly.
Like it's the sharpest thing in the world.
I just can't. It's good, but
I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm honestly getting a little bit hot and bothered. So I have to start thinking about. I'm thinking about cold showers and poppies right now to try and reprogram my brain, concentrate a little bit on something else.
Okay. Good stuff. So the Nexus is down, and Zest did just go for a regular expand, same as KeeN, except no Reaper. So the Reaper really didn't do very much last game. They got a probe, surprisingly enough, like 8 minutes in, but it did no scouting, really. The Oracle was responded to because most Terrans just have Woodamine openers and put a Woodamine in their mineral line anyway. And hopefully KeeN does the exact same thing, because it is, once again, a Stargate opener.
Indeed, and I mean, Zest's one of those guys where he doesn't have a ton of builds per matchup. He's very he picks one that's his favorite and he sticks with it and refines it, kind of like an innovation, I suppose, but a Protoss version. I don't know. It's hard to describe. He just he likes to have one particular way to deal with a race, and I'm not surprised. Even though it didn't really work out for him in game number 1, he doesn't think it's a unit composition thing. Maybe it's more of an execution thing. So he's going to do it again.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was a close game. Like, he did have a 20 army supply lead at one point that if KeeN didn't have Widowmines or a Liberator, would have trampled his mostly Marine army. So,
indeed. KeeN looks like he may want to go for some Widowmine droppage here.
Pretty standard build. Yeah, Zest, he actually was doing only one build versus Zerg for a long time, so I definitely see what you mean. Just perfecting it.
That's Liberator, not a medevac.
Huh.
What are you, crazy?
Alright, so the Widowmine's going to be used purely for defenses. Maybe you move a Widowmine out to the front lines to get a free shot. Of course, eventually it goes with the army, but Liberator first.
It's one of the cool things you can do in StarCraft 2 that you can't do in Brood War, is hide mines behind things.
There's actually no Widowmine here. The Widowmine went to the natural. I'm not sure why, because most Oracles will go to the main, but...
Not enough Marines! Once again, a nice effective Oracle opening for Zest. Even in the first game, he got a good chunk of SCV kills, and happening again here. I mean, that didn't obviously matter in the end, because KeeN ended up winning the game, so But it's a nice little move here, a nice little lead for Zest in the very early game.
Yes, it is. The Liberator really is still confusing me too, though, because generally if the Oracle scouts a Widowmine drop or any type of 1/1/1, it's a Phoenix after, and the Liberator is waiting a really long time to do anything, so I see that he just canceled it. On the way to Stim, Combat Shields, the works with these barracks finishing up, and Zest is, of course, filling out with the Robo and third base. So into that macro game. Just, I think the only thing we're going to be paying attention to is what comes of the Twilight Council. Is it Blink? Is it Resident Enclaves? And is it Colossus or just mass gateway units? I think I'm going to go with mass gateway units with Resident Enclaves again.
All right, you're taking that bet. That's fair enough. I actually agree with you. So see that go down there. Third Nexus on the way here for Zest. We're seeing on screen before us. No third yet for KeeN. He's just getting those medevacs up. He's getting those upgrades up for the bio. And it's going to be up to Zest to hold this Acon advantage of his as he powers up into his next tier. And there's that Resonating Glaives. And the +1 definitely looks like gateways. We'll see a bunch of them go down shortly.
Little bloom of gateways. If you get away with a lot of economy, then it's going to be like 6 gateways at once going down. That actually almost ended up being what was a problem last game. Although it wasn't the problem. It was one of them where the pylons got sniped and he had built all of his gateways around one single pylon. So it's still kind of happening here. 4 gateways go around one single pylon, but he recognizes it and adds another one. Still a very droppable location and very snipeable. So KeeN might try and go directly there, but it's always a danger knowing that they have Phoenixes out in the map to try and drop it all, which is why that last game was a little bit surprising.
Yeah, he managed to eat into that Phoenix count, fortunately for KeeN. Give his medevacs a little bit of breathing room. Some nice well, I was going to say some nice Widowmine hits just like that.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for Zest.
Yeah.
Does take a hit there.
If the Phoenix dies, or barely dies as opposed to Phoenix taking a hit, that's fine. Oracle dying means that Revelation does not go down on all these medevacs and this huge army, so we won't know if he's going to pick up, because with only 4 Phoenixes, you can still technically do a Doom drop.
Yeah, and won't be able to detect mines either without an observer. Can do that with the Oracle as well. But we got the Phoenixes rolling in here, just looking for an opening for those medevacs. Can't really do anything at this stage. He has to wait for KeeN to spread out. He's all clumped up with those scary bio units and mines at the moment. So it's got some sentries as well as with those adepts. Resonating Glaives is done, +1, just finishing possessed here.
Not bad, just to be very careful against the Widowmines. If he spreads, the Widowmines would still, I think, do enough damage, so this is really going to be in the help of the Photon Overcharge.
Zest not popping a Guardian Shield or Force Fields just yet, but obviously with Guardian Shield, it's going to be a lot healthier against these Marines, but like some of just said, the Widowmines are the real threat here. Oh, actually, never mind. Here comes some Liberators. That's the real threat right there.
Dangerous. Zest doesn't really have a response to that. He's only just now getting Blink, and the Phoenixes have to go over Marines and Widowmines to try and take them out, and they just do not take them out that quickly.
A lot of hit points on the Liberator. It's quite a powerful unit. It's going to have to deal with that. So Zest is just repositioning here, but unfortunately giving KeeN a little bit of an opening to poke away at that probe line, and some Widowmines being dropped the natural. Zest not reacting. Oh.
Well, you'd think the cannon would have taken care of that, but Zest underestimating, I guess, how many shots it takes to kill a Widowmine. Loses 10 probes, loses his Nexus, and will just be forced to all in from here.
Yeah, he supply blocks completely at the moment as well. The last warp-in is it for Zest until he starts to lose more units. And with Widowmine's all on cooldown here, it means he will be able to clean that up. And he is going to move across the map here. Try and get something done.
I don't know about chasing these units.
KeeN can pick up and leave.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hurt medevac, but he doesn't have Blink just yet. Can't chase.
Yeah, no Phoenixes either. All the Phoenixes died. This is a really bad army composition right now. Like.
Yeah, I mean, the Liberators are still here, Zombie Grub, and KeeN just needs to hold to take an incredible lead and possibly the game at this point. Yeah, Zest doesn't have an anti-Liberator countermeasure. He has some Stalkers, but he has 5 Stalkers in total. Make that 4.
Yeah. He takes out one of the Liberators. That helps a little bit, but the third base is not quite equalizing damage, unless he actually killed it, which he really should not be able to. Okay. Well.
Yeah, this is going from bad to worse for Zest here.
It's gonna be cancel. He does cancel it. He does get some adepts in the main base. There's not a ton of SCVs to kill, but he's getting what little there were, and that's not so bad. In fact, even shading into the natural. KeeN took a while to respond.
Giving some space for him to attack this third as well, but again, the Liberators are still there, and the Stalkers, he's only got 2 left now, and that's his anti-air guy. As ladies and gentlemen, that is it. These 2 Stalkers, when they die, there is actually no way for Zest to deal with the Liberators, and he just decides to tap out. GG, and KeeN 2-0 Zest.
Wow.
Wow.
It's not entirely unexpected, though. Like, KeeN's been doing very well, TvP is going over Terran, Zest sometimes doesn't look very strong in online tournaments, and all that combined together ends up being a 2-0 that looks a little too convincing, to be honest, but not too surprising.
Yes, I mean, the state of the matchup here is still, even though Protosses are starting to find some pretty nice fancy cheeses, I would say it is still pretty Terran favored at the higher end. He is up next against Hero, who I think's one of those guys that really is quite creative in the PvT matchup, so it'll be interesting to see if KeeN has a closer series coming up here.
Yeah, this will be a fun match because the PvT
it'll be fun.
Of Hero has been crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. Gonna see some new stuff. Guys, you don't want to miss this one.
It'll be happening in about 2 minutes. The players still have to talk to each other and get their vetoes done, so maybe we'll come back and just chit-chat for a little bit, but 2 minutes, and we'll be back with the winners bracket finals, there we go, of Hero versus